Hi, I'm Kamna, and you're watching AppianLIVE Expert Cut, when we bring the experts back into the office to discuss the events they've been to, the trends they're seeing, and everything else executives need to know. Today, I'm here with Cherrie, Appian's executive advisor. Jay was recently in Miami for AGENDA18, which is a huge technology and business leadership conference. Hey Jay, welcome to headquarters.
Thank you.
You were just at AGENDA18 in Miami a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
Can you talk to me about the event?
Yeah, it's an interesting gathering. They bring in C-level people, directors, VP types from all different industries. And their theme this year was what's next in digital. And all of the people that came were, in one way or another, associated with doing digital transformation in their company. So they were there to pick up new ideas, talk about technologies, learn from each other as well as the speakers.
Awesome. So there was somewhat of an international celebrity on the roster, the world's first robot citizen, Sophia. How was it to speak at the conference with such a caliber of tech visionaries, and what topics were being discussed?
Yeah, when I first saw the speaker roster and they had Sophia, the human android robot, I thought, how do you compete with that? And if I came up short, I was going to feel bad. But yeah, no, it was. There was an amazing array of speakers, including. I did get to attend one session from Vanguard, and they were talking about their journey with robotic process automation.
So a different type of robot.
Yes, these are actually the useful. I'm not so sure about the androids just yet, but these were the ones that we're all familiar with through our partnership with Blue Prism. And they were talking about their next steps, which was involved going wider and looking at a whole platform to go along with that. So, yeah, robots were the theme. Hopefully I didn't come off as robotic myself, although it would have fit the theme.
Yeah, right. So Jay, your session at the conference was focused more on finding the right talent that can keep pace with today's digital business. Can you share your #1 tip for businesses who are trying to keep pace?
I think the #1, I'll give you the short answer and then there's a little more elaborate one. The #1 tip is be ready for some fundamental change in new strategies. There are people who have had years and years, decades of experience doing traditional development. And this isn't like that. But it needs to be adopted because traditional development doesn't have the speed or the flexibility people need to establish themselves and remain relevant in a digital world. So part of the point I was making at the conference is new techniques and new skills are required. A lot of people have heard of Agile. You have to not just say it, but you have to actually do it. And with a low-code platform, the traditional write a requirement, give it to someone, wait, get a result, that's all gone. So newer skills like people who are good at thinking in a system way, but not necessarily programming. So an example might be if you were wandering through your company and you saw someone who got really clever with Excel spreadsheets and email, that's an ideal person to take them, make them an analyst, and get them into designing for low code, which is what, of course, Appian lets you do. So the general resource question is, as you adopt these new techniques in order to be fast and to react fast, you need people who go with the technology that is going to let you do that.
So AGENDA18 was obviously focused around setting and executing 2018's agenda. Can you tell me what's on your agenda and what should be on the agenda of other business leaders?
Well, I wouldn't want to use the word fear, but I would use the word urgency. Okay. I think that if people are assuming that 18 could be the planning phase and start executing in 2019 and 20, they're going to miss the boat. The time is now, and getting going on these digital transformation projects, which a lot of companies have, but even more accelerating them because more and more is going to be demanded and more change is coming at people from competitors and from customer expectations. So yeah, if you think you're on time, you're probably already late. So my goal is to help expand that view and get people with the tool in their hands and the techniques and strategies that let them maximize it.
So Jay, it actually looks like you're going to be back in Miami in a couple weeks for Appian World.
That's right. I'm really excited about that one. especially because when I was a client, that was the one conference I really pushed to go to every year because it was so focused on things useful to me like networking and meeting other customers and hearing their stories rather than just an extended product commercial. So always wanted to go there. This year's especially fun because as a Apple fanboy, I guess I gotta admit it, Steve Wozniak being the keynote speaker, it's like, gotta go, gotta see the Woz.
Yep.
So,
Well, I'll see you there.
I'll see you there.
Thank you for your time today. This was AppianLIVE Expert Cut. Thanks for watching.